Hello everyone and welcome. Today I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm going to show you a crazy chess position featuring a crazy checkmate in 16 moves. So with white to move here, where would you even begin? Now obviously this is not from an actual game, but it's just a crazy chess position. So what would you do here with white? How would you even begin in this position? All right, well, pause the video if you need time to think about this, and you probably will because this position is pretty crazy. All right, so if you need more time to think, pause the video. If not, let's take a look at how to even start in this position. All right, well, the evaluation shows that this is a draw. So, this crazy chess position breaks the computer, I guess, and it can't figure it out. So, at least it knows that the best first move is king captures this knight. Because if we look at all these other pieces, none of the pawns can move. None of the pieces can move except for the knight and the queen. So the first thing to do is to capture this knight here. So we go ahead and do that. King takes e1, and now the queen is the only piece that can move. So of course the queen goes to a1. And now this next part is tricky, and still the computer doesn't know what to do here. It says that the best moves are to just start launching this pawn forward and promote it. But there's something very tricky here in the decision on whether to go to h3 or h4. So if you go to h4, it will change the tempos that you need on this queen moving back and forth, and it will make all the difference in the game. So you must play h3, and you'll find out later why that's so important. So the queen just goes back and forth down here on a1 and a2, and the pawn marches forward. So back and forth, and now the pawn is ready to promote. So the queen moves up, and now we see finally the computer has figured out that there's a mate in 10 more moves. So now we have to turn this pawn into a knight. That's the only thing that works here. So we promote to a knight, the queen moves back. But now, where do we send this knight? We have to march it back down here. And what is our goal? Well, we have to check this king, with the knight to get a smothered checkmate. We can't capture this pawn on d3 because the rook would be able to just recapture it. So it looks like our only other option is to capture this rook, but we have to make sure that the queen is not up here on a2 and not able to recapture the knight when it captures this rook. And we have to knock out this pawn here. That way the pawn can't recapture. All right, so let's see how we do this. Knight to f7. The queen just moves back and forth. Knight to d8. Queen moves. Knight to knight to e6 here. The queen just marches up, and finally the knight captures something. So capture, queen move, and now we move again with this knight. And after a queen move, we reposition, and we're getting ready to pick off this protective c4 pawn, which protects the rook. So queen move, capture, and now the queen moves up. And so this is why it was so important to waste that tempo early in the very beginning of this crazy chess problem is because now the queen will have to move here. And so when the queen retreats, the knight is able to swoop in and deliver a mate after 16 moves. So, and it took the computer quite some time. It was able to find the mate in 10, but even the computer had difficulties with this crazy chess position, this crazy checkmate in 16 moves. All right, well, I hope you were entertained by this. I just thought I would do something a little different and see what people think about it. And maybe you've seen this problem before in a book or somewhere else in other videos. I don't know, maybe I should check and see if there were other videos made on this. Okay, well, if you enjoyed this crazy checkmate in 16 moves, please like and subscribe. Feel free to leave comments or suggestions on what you thought about this crazy checkmate. Well, have a great day, everyone. And if you enjoy this video, maybe I'll find some more of these crazy positions. Thank you and have a great day.